What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Ministry in the Markets, where we strive to be a people who understand the times to know what we ought to do. My name is Jamal Rose, and I am not a financial advisor. So please do not take anything that I say or do in these videos as financial advice. Please do your own DD and or due diligence slash research so you know what is best for you and your family in these financial times. Cool. That was the intro. Let's get into the info. This is Bitcoin. And like I was telling you guys on the daily charts, we may have bottomed at 60K. This is what I was saying. I drew this green box in the last video. If you go check that video out, you will see that I was talking about, hey, if you want to get a bounce in Bitcoin, now is the time. From 63K all the way down to 61K. That's the zone that you needed to get a bounce from. And we are seeing a solid bounce right here. About 4 minutes left on the day. We did push up around $2,000 today on Bitcoin, which isn't that much in the grand scheme of things. But really, what it is where you're bouncing from. That's the key thing, where you're bouncing from, right? I set an alert here that if we broke below that zero point 0.5 on the, let me just delete this box so you can see it a little bit more clearly. There is your golden pocket right there. I had this alert set on Bitcoin to see if we were going to break below that and then potentially come down, fall below the 0.618 and test this red area here where these order blocks are that you would absolutely need to hold on Bitcoin if you want to see any type of bottom in the crypto overall market. And so, with that being said, like I said in the last video, you're not out of the woods yet. If you do get this bounce here, I will say this is the most bullish setup that I have seen in Bitcoin since way back. Yeah, way back June 22nd, 2025. So over a year ago. That is the most bullish setup that I've seen. And this is really where I was saying, hey, I think we're going to go down to 60K, but we do look bullish. And then obviously, what happened? We came down to 60K and what the God told me. Mark, if you follow me on Instagram, you know that I did walk us through somewhere up here as we broke through that 100K psychological level. I was talking about how the Lord gave me a vision that Bitcoin was going to 60K. And that's exactly what happened. Even though I looked dumb for a little bit when Bitcoin went to 126K, but obviously here we are today. So without further ado, the Lord also told me that 60K would be the bottom. So we're going to see if that comes to pass. I do trust the Lord. But for a while, somewhere down here, I was still very bearish. And here we are. We are pushing out of this golden pocket here. And it does look like we could be on the potential rise to the upside here coming from 64K. We will have some resistance at this 200-day moving average. Again, I talked about a lot of these resistance levels in the last video. Please go check that out in more detail. But briefly, we would have to break out of this bearish trend channel, that green line right there going down. That goes all the way back up to where I started this channel here. Again, that's where it broke out to 126K. And I was like, yikes, that doesn't look good for me, Lord. But I digress. Take that off so you can just see it a little bit better. There's your trend channel there. You can make it just red. That way you're not confused. Like, why is it green? It's really green because once you get above it, you're gonna be bullish. But just make it red. So the channel is red until you get out of this red channel here. You're really still pretty bearish. Getting above the 200-day moving average is going to be huge. As you can see here, you touch the 200-day moving average and you just tanked from there. Was there another time? Oh, why did I move that? I did not mean to move that. Let's back that up and go full screen again. There we go. Okay. The last time you touched the 200-day moving average was in November 2020, November 2025, and you dropped from there. You have these order blocks up here that are going to be a beast to get through as well, around 74K. So you can mark that on your chart as well. And then you have this overall larger golden pocket that I drew on the daily from obviously the high of October 6th, 2025, all the way down to, I don't know where the bottom, I drew this bottom at was August 5th, 2024. So a massive fib level there, which are those orange lines going across the chart. It's gonna be tough to get through 78K all the way up to 96K, and then you have another massive order block before you even get to the 100K psychological level. So we are not out of the woodworks yet, but it is a huge, huge potential, guys, that Bitcoin is bottomed. is bottomed. Keyword, not bottoming, is bottomed. Very huge potential there. So, moving on to XRP, doesn't look good. It does not look good. However, this is the exact opposite of what's happening on Bitcoin right now, right? We fell below the golden pocket, tried to come back up to it, rejected off of the 0.236. Yeah, and like I said, these are my buying zones down here. We did break back above this downwards trend line that happened on July 21st, 2025. That's the only bullish thing. That's the only bullish thing on XRP. If we can get back above this trailing golden pocket, or this trailing golden pocket adjusts down to where we are right now currently, that may be a sign for us to start buying XRP. But as of right now, these are still my buying levels. For XRP around 61 cents and potentially 35 cents, but we'll see what happens. Let's go take a look at SPY and QQQ, and then I'll get out of here. So as you can see here, this is a perfect example. This is, again, all of this is on the daily fibs. When price came down into this golden pocket, people were thinking, okay, we were at all-time highs. Now we're dropping a little bit. Had a pretty nasty red candle there, daily candle on July 29th, 2026. It was a Wednesday. And then the very next day, we just popped and rocketed out of this golden pocket, and we're still pushing, right? Maybe can run into some resistance at 820, 831, and 848. That is crazy that we are at all-time highs with still being at war with Iran, and you guys know all this stuff, AI bubble potential, and we're still pushing all-time highs. This administration has made it very clear they are not willing to drop this market at all. All the Trump tweets that you can see right at market close when something bad happens, then he's willing to talk about it. But then right before market opens, he's absolutely the most bullish person ever. So a lot of market manipulation there, no matter how you put it. You like the guy or not, there's market manipulation. It's absolutely ridiculous. Anyways, here we go. QQQ, same exact scenario, just a little bit slower, right? We have not hit all-time highs yet. We did fall below that golden pocket, try to get back up into it and maybe potentially reject, but absolutely not. We push back up above the 0.382 and we're testing the 0.236, which you do typically get some decent rejections from. As you can see right here, you did fall pretty tough from right there. So if you can get above 733 and 95 cents here on the daily and get some bullish closes above there, there's no reason why you wouldn't see all-time highs and continue to push from that point. So that's it. I love you guys. I hope this information is helpful so that you guys can make informed decisions on where the market is going and potentially why, using higher time frame technical analysis, trend lines, and fibs, support and resistance, order blocks, things of that nature. That's all you really need to start to get a handle on where the overall market is going. And then you can probably take some intraday trades from that point. Okay, that's it. I love you. God bless you. And I will catch y'all on the next one. Take care.